Let me ask you something important. Are your legs feeling weaker? Is standing up, climbing stairs, or walking long distances becoming a challenge? If you're over 60 and noticing this, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Science is clear. You can rebuild leg strength fast, and it starts with targeting the right biological pathways. Today, I'm going to share 3 specific vitamins that, when taken consistently, can dramatically enhance your muscle function, nerve communication, and even blood flow, all of which are essential to stronger legs. Vitamin D3 plays a critical role in muscle strength, particularly in older adults who experience natural declines in both muscle mass and function with age. One of the most important mechanisms behind this is the activation of type Roman II muscle fibers, commonly known as fast-twitch fibers. These are responsible for quick, powerful movements like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or regaining balance after a stumble. As we age, these fibers tend to shrink or weaken faster than slow-twitch fibers, leading to reduced stability, slower reaction times, and greater risk of falls. Vitamin D3 has been shown in numerous studies to enhance the performance and maintenance of these crucial muscle fibers. Many people over the age of 60 have insufficient levels of vitamin D3, especially those who spend limited time in sunlight, which is the body's natural source of this vitamin. Without enough exposure to UVB rays, the skin produces less D3, and the resulting deficiency can impair muscle function. Even people who live in sunny climates can be deficient, particularly if they wear protective clothing, stay indoors often, or have reduced skin synthesis due to aging. When vitamin D levels drop, muscles become weaker and less responsive. This isn't just theoretical. Clinical data shows that low D3 levels are directly associated with increased incidence of muscle weakness and falls in older adults. Supplementation with vitamin D3 can help correct this imbalance and re-energize the muscular system. Studies have found that doses between 2,0,0 and 4,0,0 IU per day are typically safe and effective for seniors, especially when confirmed with blood tests to avoid overdose. Taking D3 regularly improves calcium absorption, which is also important for muscle contraction and bone health. But its unique power lies in how it supports the neuromuscular junction, the connection point between nerves and muscles. By improving signal transmission and responsiveness at this junction, D3 helps the body move more effectively and with greater control. What's particularly compelling is that improvements in muscle strength with D3 supplementation can begin to appear within just a few weeks. Seniors report more stability when walking, easier times standing up, and less fatigue in the legs. Over time, this leads to better overall mobility and independence, reducing the risk of injury and enhancing quality of life. While exercise remains vital, the addition of vitamin D3 acts like a biological switch, turning on dormant pathways that restore the body's natural strength. For anyone over 60, making vitamin D3 part of a daily health routine is a science-backed step toward faster, safer, and stronger leg function. Vitamin B12 is essential for maintaining strong, responsive muscles, especially in people over 60. As the body ages, one of the most overlooked yet critical issues is the gradual decline in nerve function. Muscles don't operate in isolation. They rely on precise signals from the nervous system to contract, relax, and coordinate movement. Vitamin B12 plays a central role in this process by supporting the health of the myelin sheath, which is the protective covering that surrounds nerve fibers. When B12 levels drop, this sheath begins to deteriorate, and the nerves can no longer transmit signals efficiently. The result is poor muscle control, leg weakness, numbness, and in some cases, unsteadiness or even falls. Older adults are particularly at risk for B12 deficiency due to a natural decline in stomach acid production, which is needed to absorb B12 from food. Even a diet rich in meat, fish, or dairy may not provide enough usable B12 if absorption is impaired. This means that many seniors are walking around with undiagnosed deficiencies that directly impact their muscle coordination and leg strength. Some of the earliest signs are tingling or burning sensations in the feet, heaviness in the legs, and slower reflexes. These aren't just minor annoyances. They're warnings that the brain and muscles are no longer in sync. Supplementing with B12 can help repair and restore this vital nerve-muscle connection. Clinical research has shown that B12 supplementation improves neuromuscular function, especially in older individuals experiencing weakness or balance problems. A typical dose for seniors is around 500 micrograms daily, often in the form of sublingual tablets, which dissolve under the tongue and bypass the digestive system, offering more direct absorption. In more serious cases of deficiency, doctors may recommend B12 injections for faster results. Restoring B12 levels allows the nervous system to regain efficiency. Once the myelin sheath is rebuilt and nerve transmission improves, muscles begin to respond more quickly and more precisely. This makes movements smoother and more coordinated, like getting up from a chair, stepping over obstacles, or maintaining balance on uneven surfaces. Even simple walking can become less tiring and more fluid. Unlike some interventions that require months of effort, many seniors feel noticeable improvements within a few weeks of consistent B12 use. Combined with light strength training or balance exercises, B12 supplementation becomes a powerful tool in rebuilding leg function and preventing further decline. It doesn't just support muscles, it helps reestablish the critical link between brain and body that keeps movement strong and safe in later years. Vitamin K2, particularly in the form of MK7, is a vital nutrient that plays a unique and often underestimated role in supporting leg strength and overall mobility in people over 60. Unlike other vitamins that focus directly on muscle or nerve function, K2 works by optimizing how calcium is used in the body. As we age, calcium can begin to accumulate in places it shouldn't, particularly in arteries and soft tissues, leading to stiffness, reduced circulation, and increased cardiovascular risk. Vitamin K2 helps direct calcium away from these areas and toward bones and muscles where it's truly needed, making it an essential player in maintaining both bone density and vascular flexibility. When the arteries in the legs become stiff or narrowed due to calcium buildup, the flow of oxygen, rich blood to the muscles is reduced. This leads to fatigue, cramping, and slower recovery after movement or exertion. Poor circulation also interferes with nutrient delivery to muscle tissue, making it harder to build or maintain strength. By helping to keep arteries more elastic and promoting better blood flow, K2 ensures that the legs receive the oxygen and nutrients necessary to function optimally. This improved circulation not only reduces discomfort, but also supports endurance and the ability to move confidently. In addition to circulation, K2 significantly impacts bone health. Strong bones are the foundation for strong legs. Without adequate K2, calcium can't be properly integrated into the bone matrix, which leads to weaker bones and a higher risk of fractures, especially in the hips and legs. Research shows that individuals taking K2 supplements maintain greater bone mineral density over time, particularly when combined with vitamin D3. This synergy between K2 and D3 is powerful. While D3 improves calcium absorption, K2 ensures it is deposited in the right places. For seniors, taking between 90 to 180 micrograms of MK7 form daily has been shown to provide these benefits without side effects. Over time, consistent use of vitamin K2 can lead to noticeable improvements in leg strength, flexibility, and mobility. Movements that once felt stiff or unstable begin to feel more fluid. There's less fatigue during walking, greater ease with stairs, and improved balance overall. These outcomes aren't just theoretical, they have been documented in both clinical studies and real-world results. Adding K2 into a daily routine, especially alongside D3 and B12, supports a full body approach to leg strength. It doesn't just treat symptoms, it addresses the underlying biological mechanisms that weaken legs over time. For those over 60 looking to stay strong and mobile, K2 is an often missing piece of the puzzle that can make a significant difference. As people age, it becomes more important to address leg weakness not just with exercise alone, but through a strategic combination of targeted nutrients. The integration of vitamin D3, B12, and K2 creates a powerful, synergistic effect that supports all major systems responsible for leg strength, muscle function, nerve communication, bone stability, and blood flow. While each of these vitamins plays a unique role, their combined impact on the body's physiology is what truly accelerates improvement in leg strength and mobility for individuals over 60. Muscles require both energy and clear neural input to function properly. Vitamin D3 enhances muscle fiber activation, particularly the fast, which fibers necessary for powerful, reactive movements. At the same time, vitamin B12 restores and maintains nerve pathways, ensuring the communication between the brain and muscles remains sharp and responsive. Without this clear line of communication, even the strongest muscles can't perform effectively because they're not receiving precise signals. This is why many seniors with leg weakness experience not just fatigue, but also coordination problems or a sense of instability when walking. Vitamin K2 contributes another essential piece to the puzzle. It improves blood flow and calcium distribution, allowing nutrients and oxygen to reach the legs more efficiently. Better circulation means more energy for physical activity, faster recovery, and a stronger skeletal structure to support the muscles. When bones are brittle or arteries are stiff, movement becomes limited and painful, creating a cycle of inactivity and further muscle loss. K2 helps break that cycle by restoring flexibility to the blood vessels and density to the bones. What's particularly beneficial about this combination is that improvements can begin relatively quickly. Seniors who start taking these three vitamins consistently, alongside even light daily movement like walking or bodyweight exercises, often report noticeable gains within just a few weeks. They feel steadier on their feet, more confident while climbing stairs, and less fatigued from normal daily activities. That rapid feedback encourages them to stay consistent, which is key for long-term results. Unlike general multivitamins, this targeted trio addresses the real biological challenges behind declining leg strength. It's not just about putting nutrients in the body. It's about activating specific systems that have slowed with age. By doing so, the body begins to restore its natural ability to move, stabilize, and recover. The result is more than stronger legs. It's a return to independence, confidence, and the freedom to engage fully in daily life. This strategy empowers seniors to stop muscle loss in its tracks and build back strength in a scientifically supported, sustainable way.